Hi, Todd VanDenburg here with VanDenburg Capital Management and another Uncommon Sense update. So as I started thinking today about what I wanted to talk about in this week's update, I was going to initially talk about how the markets had been down for like 5 days, and then they were up for a few days, sort of correcting back into where they had started, and explain a little bit about that. But something happened yesterday that is even more important and I wanted to talk about, and that is the fact that the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ were both up, but the Dow was down. And there's a reason for that, and that's what I want to explain today. So the reason is, as you've probably heard, Boeing is having some issues. Two of their 737 MAX 800s have crashed in the last 5 months. We don't really know why, but the 737 MAX 8s have been grounded all around the world, and as I'm recording this update, they've just been grounded in the United States as well. This is going to cause some major issues for American Airlines, Southwest, and of course Boeing. But that's what happened yesterday. Is Boeing is part of the Dow 30. And the Dow is a price-weighted index, meaning that the stocks that have the biggest price contribute the most to the performance of the Dow. And Boeing, by far, is the biggest stock in the Dow. It amounts to about 10% of the Dow's performance comes out of one stock. And so what happened over the last several days is that Boeing stock has just been hammered, and as a result, it's been really hard, given how much that price of that stock contributes to the performance of the Dow. It's been very hard for the Dow to recover and actually do well. And so the reason that I'm bringing this up is a lot of people think that if they buy an index fund, the Dow Jones Industrial Averages or the Dow 30s index fund, that they're diversified. And the reality is that they're not. If you own the Dow index, you're actually not diversified. You own 10% almost of Boeing. If you buy $1 worth of the Dow, 10% of that dollar is invested in one stock. And in fact, the vast majority of the value of the Dow, well, maybe not the vast majority, but a significant percentage is controlled by just the top 5 or 6 stocks. So that's not diversification. And that's something that we think is really important here, is that you need to maintain proper diversification so that if something bad happens to one company, which is happening to Boeing right now, your performance doesn't suffer unduly because you lack diversification. So if you have any questions about whether you're diversified, or you'd like me to take a look at your portfolio and let you know what I think to see if this kind of situation might be impacting you, please just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. But that was your update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like, give us a share, and I'll be back next week with another Uncommon Sense update. Thanks for watching.